I'd like to tell you a story before I can tell you mine. So there was a farmer. One day his horse ran away. The neighbors say, "What bad luck?" And the man says, "Maybe." The runaway horse comes back with two other wild horses. "What good fortune," they all say. And the farmer says, "Maybe." As the farmer's son is taming one of the horses, he breaks his leg. "What a tragedy," they all say. And the farmer says, "Maybe." The next day, the army comes by to draft young men able to fight in the war, and the son is spared because of his broken leg. "What a blessing," they all say. And the farmer says, "Maybe." Here's the thing. I'm not supposed to be here. I was never supposed to be here. Let me explain. So everything was going according to plan. Graduate high school, apply for college. I was accepted into Indiana University, into their Jacobs School of Music, one of the most prestigious music schools in the world. I was doing well, I was working hard, and I was pursuing my bachelor's of science in audio engineering and sound production. Everything was great. Everything was perfect. Of course. Until it wasn't. You see, I got kicked out of this dream school of mine. Yeah, I was dealing with something called untreated alcoholism. All of these things sound like very objectively bad things, right? I mean, no one wants to get kicked out of this thing they work so hard for. And no one my age that I know of ever wants to admit that they're an alcoholic. What a tragedy, right? Or maybe. As you could probably tell, I pivoted. If I couldn't study audio engineering anymore, I decided to pursue fashion design and art history, as I've always been deeply interested in these topics. And as a result of this change, the opportunity to study in Milan opened up for me. It would satisfy the perfect amount of credits I needed, all within the fashion and art capital of the world. I studied original Leonardo da Vinci works of art and other masterpieces ranging from the Renaissance to our modern day, all around Italy and Europe as a whole.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
I learned fashion history, design techniques, attended Milan Fashion Week, and was the creative director and stylist of my very own fashion shoot.
Bella. Bello. I know you're going to do this all the time. Yeah. You're doing great, don't worry. I don't even know what it is. Good. Look at this.
The world seemed to open up for me. Something that was once a disaster turned into one of the greatest adventures of my life. Was this possibly the best thing to ever happen to me? Well, maybe. So as great as it all was, there was only one problem. Staying sober. At this point, I had about 2.5 years of sobriety, and there was a part of me that thought my alcoholism was ruining the full experience of being abroad. While all my peers partied on the weekends, I felt truly disheartened about how to fully take advantage of my time abroad, while also protecting the thing that means the most to me. You know, was being an alcoholic truly the curse I once thought it was? Maybe. In an effort to protect my sobriety, instead of clubbing, I booked my first solo trip to a place I'd never heard of in a country I'd never been, Biarritz, France. I went to attend an international conference for sober and recovering alcoholics like me to come together and experience the wide fellowship the sober community can provide. And let me just say, it absolutely blew my mind.
Bonjour. Oh my god, I just can't get enough of this France. Bonjour. I knew France was cute, but not like that.
God, it's so fucking cute.
Guys! Are you kidding? It's just a little scraggly little French kitty. Look at this dish. Who set this all up? Who came up with this? Oh. Bonjour.
Not only was Biarritz beautiful, but it helped me realize just how far and wide my community ranges around the world. I flew to France knowing nobody, but I ended my time there in a local's apartment with fellow alcoholics, people I still keep in touch with today. For the rest of my time abroad, I made an effort to connect with my community in every country I went to. Spain. A woman I met in Biarritz allowed me to stay with her in Paris. She opened her home to me. I connected with people all throughout Italy. Austria. Germany. And I even connected with my family I had never met before in Ireland over this shared disease of ours. What I once thought to be the downfall of not only my study abroad experience, but a downfall within life in general, became clear to be the biggest blessing for me. Eventually, I found myself surrounded by some of the most genuine people I've ever met, as sobriety has taught me the gift of authentic friendship. I got to understand these cities in a way no other tourist could, because I connected with the people there. Instead of collecting fridge magnets or postcards, I was able to collect invaluable conversations over coffee, shared meditations in someone's home, a reconnecting to my bloodline, and the absolute privilege to connect with someone else's.
And this is Pecorino di Pienza from Tuscany.
You can, when you invite someone for your tea party.
Not a tea party.
Don't tell me, it's impossible. You have it's impossible. You invite everything your friends. Ma che profumo!
Like I said, I was never supposed to be here. I had different plans to attend to, plans of my own making of what life was supposed to look like. But it's clear to me today, no matter how awful, heartbreaking, or beautiful and amazing life can seem, I can ask myself, is this how it's meant to be? And I can say,